Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tecmo 101 channel. I'm doing more matchup videos. We're talking about the Bears as I'm getting ready for the Tecmo Players Championship. And right now, just going into a game to show you an example of one of the Bears' best matchups. That's this guy right here, Neal Anderson, against a very bad secondary of the Eagles. Look at that, he's off to the races. They can't catch him. Big touchdown right there. All right, let's get into a little bit of my thinking with the Bears and why Bears Eagles is a matchup I love to call as the Bears. So going into the team data, we're going to take a look at the Bears, and their backup quarterback is their better quarterback with only 31 PC, 44 passing speed. Not a great quarterback right here. Even worse quarterback behind him in Jim Harbaugh. But here's the weapon, Neal Anderson. And one of the key things to keep in mind about Neal Anderson is 50 receptions is a great number for any guy going out as a receiver. 63 max speed is great, but 50 rushing speed means initially he's moving very fast. That's bringing you into a matchup right away with the Philadelphia safeties, who 19 MS, 19 MS. And even 38 MS, 44 MS. It's one of the slowest set of safeties. They have some INT ability, except for, of course, Andre Waters, who I don't even know how he made the team, but he's in the game. But you have a matchup right there that you could exploit right away. And then Neal Anderson, with his speed, keep in mind that even Jerry Rice, probably the greatest receiver in this game, only has 44 running speed and is a notch above. Taking a look at another great receiver, Andre Rison, 44.63. The only other person comparable with the 50 in running speed is Christian Okoye, who doesn't have the reception ability with 63 running speed. This means that Neal Anderson is going to start a little bit faster, and then he's going to go fast because he has 63 maximum speed. And that's just an advantage trying to run burn routes, trying to throw it deep. He's going to outrun the slow safeties on Philadelphia. And now another thing that's going to help you is if you go against the Eagles is you're going up against the ultimate weapon. Randall Cunningham, also known as QB Eagles, with 56 maximum speed. And a lot of pass control, too. 69 high passing speed. But he has a slow receiving core. His fastest guy is a 50 MS Keith Jackson. And to contain him, we have the best secondary for interceptions. 69, 63, 81 interceptions, and 56 interceptions. And then a little secret weapon for you, Richard Dent. 50 maximum speed, 44 interceptions. So that's 5 guys you could put into coverage that can help contain. And you're going to probably need Richard Dent's services to contain QB Eagles, because this way you can have the other 4 covering and hope to contain them with Richard Dent. Now, also the Eagles do have a bad offensive line, but they have a pretty good defensive line. So that's something to watch out for, because the Bears have some great players, but then some average players too. Mark Bort's great player, and Hillenberger, and then 3 average guys. So keep that in mind when you're going up against Reggie White, that could be an issue too. Bears also have a great return game with Brad Mustard. He should be a return man with his hitting power. Another thing to keep in mind is they do have 2 options at running back. Maybe you want to just keep Neal Anderson at his original position. Johnny Bailey makes a great receiver, also a great running back, gives you some option. Bears don't have much in the receiving game. Kevin Butler is not the greatest of kickers. Very average kicker right here. Actually, very below average. He doesn't have a lot of range. I don't really care much about punters. Mike Singletary is a very powerful linebacker, probably the best LB3 in the game. The 19 interceptions, not too great. His main use, though, with that 75 hitting power, would be useful against the Philly OL. So overall, those are some of your concerns against Philadelphia. Now, another matchup I have for you against the Bears is against Miami. This is, again, trying to play to the strength of the Bears, that pass defense. This time, you're going up against a guy who can't run, with more passing speed, and he's going to have some better receivers. You're going to have Duper, and you're going to have Clayton. And the defensive backfield is also going to be good. They're not going to be as easy to beat deep because now you're talking about 56 interception guys who could JJINT your 31 PC QB and who also have more speed available. Still, at the same time, you have the option to JJ these guys because Neal Anderson's still faster than these guys, and you can still set up the running game with Johnny Bailey. And then, although the receivers are faster, the fastest receiver here is 44 and 50. So that still means you can contain them pretty good with that Bears secondary that we showed you earlier. That was one of the best secondaries in Tecmo Super Bowl. For interceptions, definitely the best. Last matchup I have to show you with the Bears is going to be the Bears versus the Raiders. This one, we're deciding to take advantage of the hitting power and speed of Singletary and Ditt. We're going to try to contain the best running back in Tecmo Super Bowl and then hope that these lousy quarterbacks are going to throw in coverage. Keep in mind, in this matchup, the receivers are going to be faster. They got a 63, they've got a 56, and they even got another 63 MS guy with no reception ability to watch out for. So there's a lot of speed in the Bears receiving core and running backs. But if you can force them to throw into coverage, you're going to have opportunities with the great secondary of the Chicago Bears. So overall, what you want to do with the Bears is run the ball a lot. You want to take advantage of the great secondary. And last but not least, you want to be able to use Richard Ditt in certain matchups with that 44 interceptions. He's going to be a key factor in games with the Bears. All right, that's my Bears 3 matchups. Stay tuned for all the other matchup videos that will help you get ready for the Tecmo Players Championship coming up in April in Chicago. Hope to have everybody out there paying attention to the stream. Otherwise, keep paying attention. More matchup videos coming every week.